hold the fort. The Reavers run with the Greyhounds. St. Albert heads north to put it up with the Westerners. Lewis Central travels east to run down the Jayhawks. Showdown time in the capital city. The Reavers battle the Warriors. Winner goes to Nationals. Same deal for the ladies, only once again, it's the Tritons. Hey, the Titans tangle with the Tigers. Who gets the kill? The Saints fly with the Cardinals. Who lands in the finals? The fourth-ranked volleyball team in the nation wraps up its regular season. And a season on the brink for the Iowa Western wrestling team.
Hi, I'm Dominic Wilson, former Yellow Jacket, now a Reaver. The Bluffs Sports On starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to the latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. Home sweet home. That's the latest from the Reavers, as the 10th ranked team in the country does not have to leave home for once. And for Halloween, Iowa Western gets just what Dr. Frankenstein ordered. Fort Scott Master, as the Greyhounds come running in at 2-7. 2-7. So, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, then hit the switch, Master! The Reavers invade the fort at Titan Stadium. The dark side sees the light early. First quarter, Derez Diggs with the pick. The defense forces 5 turnovers, limits the Greyhounds to just 163 total yards, so hats off. But Scott Strohmeyer's offense fails to find the end zone on its first 9 possessions. But then lightning strikes, down 7-zip midway in the second quarter. Zach Martin hits Taj Williams. The All-American turns it into a 58-yard scoring play. Home team trails by 1.
Touchdown, Reavers!
Just over 3 minutes later, Martin to Williams again, this time from 30 yards out. Now Taj catches 8 balls for a season-high 142 yards. 2 minutes after that, Martin, who throws for 294 and 3 TDs, finds Malcolm Moore for a 13-yard score. 23 points, 7 minutes, and everybody's happy. Iowa Western 23-7 at the break. Third quarter, the special teams joins the fun. Former Yellow Jacket Dominic Wilson smothers it and scores, and the rout is on. 30-7 Reavers. Now it's only fitting that the dark side closes things out. The D-side records 5 sacks, and here, Stone Kane grabs it, and number 32 is off to the races. A 35-yard pick six. 10th-ranked Iowa Western takes the fort, 43-14.
Touchdown, Reavers!
Defensively, we played unbelievable again. You know, offensively, there's 3 of the best defensive linemen that we've probably faced all year. I mean, they're pretty good. But, you know, we got enough to get it going. We got a couple defensive scores and a special team score, but overall pleased.
Tell me about your plays. The first one sparked the whole team.
The thing about it, the play wasn't called. I called the play myself. I looked at Zach, I told him I'm running sluggo. So he's like, he gave me the nod. He executed it to the perfection.
What is it with you? You've bided your time, and today was like you reached the pinnacle. Touchdown, TFLs. What's it been?
It's been just waiting for that opportunity. I've always been ready to go, and I'm just waiting for him to call my name, so I got that opportunity.
The next guy in, and so that's what I'm happy about, is it's just that mentality, 8 straight.
Good job. And 25th straight win at home. So it wasn't exactly a nightmare on Elm Street, but it was close. And speaking of nightmares, the numbers make the rest of the NJCAA want to scream. Look at those numbers for the fort. This one for the Dogs. The Greyhounds just 44 yards passing. The visitors just 163 total yards. Total domination by the dark side. Hey, Zach Martin just under 300 in the air. Get the ball to your playmakers and let them make plays. Taj does just that to the tune of 8 for 142 yards and 2 big touchdowns. Now, I told Dominic I'm proud of him. He sucked it up, and it's paying off. The former Yellow Jacket is in on 11 tackles, and of course, what Dom does best, blocks punts. And this time, number 16 rewarded with a TD. So next up for the Reavers, Iowa Western closes out its regular season in the annual fight for the Kinney Cup. Now to the high school football playoffs. The Falcons are back after taking 1 year off as St. Albert flies north to tackle the Westerners. The Falcons, making their 26th appearance in the postseason, air it out with Akron Westfield. Second quarter, St. Albert QB Luke Waters lets it fly. Got it, Eli Finn. A 44-yard scoring play, 21-14 visitors. But the Westerners strike back. Cal Eskra spins it to Austin Allard from 16 yards out. But still, Falcons fans heating up. St. Albert by 1 at the break. Second half, the home team scores 5 of the next 6 touchdowns after an Eskra TD pass makes it 26-21 early in the third quarter. Caleb Colt runs free, 63 yards, 32-21 Westerners, 5.5 minutes left in the third. Fourth quarter, now Eskra, who throws for 172 yards and 5 TDs, hits Dylan Isery from 27 yards out. And then again, a 52-yard rainbow to number 4. And Colgett and company down 50-29. Now Luke Waters throws for 201 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then the sophomore here runs for 2 more, but it's not enough. Akron Westfield wins the track meet 57-36.
Yeah, it was tough. We knew we were going to have some problems stopping them because, they're a two-headed monster with their great passing game, over 2,000 yards, and then obviously a very athletic quarterback. I thought we played well. We obviously didn't tackle real well at times. And we made a few mistakes, a couple drop balls that we could have taken advantage of in the first half, but the kids hung in there and played hard.
They just have big plays. We had some, but they had more. That's really what changed the game. Big runs, big passes. If we stop that, I feel like we have a better chance of winning the game.
Good luck, guys. The seniors left a legacy. Back to the playoffs.
Yeah, it was important. Our goal before the season started was to get back to the playoffs, and we did that. We'd like to go farther than just stopping right here, but unfortunately it just didn't happen this year.
Keep your heads high, okay? You guys played hard. They're a very good football team.
The Falcons lose 4 seniors from a team loaded with underclassmen. St. Albert will be back.
Falcons!
Moving indoors, the Titans step into the ring with some Tigers, and the winner, 1 away. Hey, at least 1 more game for the football team when we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council Plus Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Remember last year? Austin Simmons and the Titans run with Ankeny, and the Hawks ran right back. Well, Lewis Central finds itself once again in the postseason pate. This time, a trip to Urbandale. Here's IWTV student Cole, the answer, McAfee.
It's do or die for the Titans. Early first quarter, LC QB Kenny McMahon stumbles into the promised land from 2 yards out. The visitors grab an early 7-0 lead. The home team strikes back in the second quarter. The 230-pound running back Alex Newberg shows no mercy and scores. The senior leads the way with 177 yards on the ground. Tie game at the break. Early third quarter, Hunter St. John blasts a 22-yard field goal. Urbandale up 10-7. Minutes later, Titans QB Max Duggan scores. Lewis Central leads 14-10 heading into the fourth quarter. Max Duggan taking every snap after a leg injury to Kenny McMahon scores his second TD. Titans hold off Urbandale 21-10.
We just want to be efficient on offense and try and slow them down defensively. And I think that, once our defense kind of figured it out a little bit, we bent, but we didn't break.
We had a lot of motivation. We worked hard all week, and actually, basically, we worked hard all season just to get here.
I just shout out just my line, my seniors, my wide receivers, everyone, my defense, everyone just did an amazing job tonight, and everyone stepped up and did their best.
LC heads into round 2. Let's see if they can make a statement throughout Iowa with this play against Urbandale. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Cole McAfee.
Thanks, Cole. Now turning to some soccer. The second season is here for Iowa Western. And first up, the guys. Now I'm thinking the end game's Marshalltown. What say you? For more, here's IWTV student Dylan, Jersey Boy, Hall.
Iowa Western looks to take the first step toward making the national tournament in its quarterfinal match. 17th minute, Andrea Viano with the nice footwork, and he puts it past the keeper. Reavers go up 1-0 early. A few minutes later, Steve Tashima breaks away and smashes it home. After adding another, IW takes a 3-0 lead into the half. Second half, 75th minute, Ali Ibrahim with a nice touch, and the home team finishes up the 4-0 win.
If you lose, you're out. So obviously everyone wants to be prepared for these type of games, and hopefully we are. I think today showed that we're obviously prepared enough to win, but performance-wise, I think a little bit lackluster.
The Reavers knock off Iowa Lakes 2-1 in the semifinal. Up next, Marshalltown. After a big semifinal win, the Reavers shift their focus to the Tigers. 30th minute, Steve Tashima with one of IW's 16 shots, but he can't put it in. Game remains scoreless at the half. 54th minute, Tiago Fernandez with the chance. It's off the bar and the defensive struggle continues. Later in the half, Matt Asamoah scores, but he's called offsides and the goal doesn't stand. We go into a sudden death overtime. 103rd minute, freshman Willie Ramirez breaks away and scores. The Reavers get the 1-0 victory.
It's like we're a family, we've been through a lot, and we picked it up, and we're happy.
We have a couple weeks until the tournament, so hopefully we get healthy and we're ready to go. The hardest thing about not playing a district game is you don't get a really good prep game before the national tournament.
The Great Lakes Regional Champion Reavers move on to the national tournament in Martinsville, Virginia. They will open play on November 16th. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Dylan Hall.
Thanks, Dylan. And then there's the ladies. As expected, Iowa Western shuts out Indian Hills 4-0 in the regional semis. Up next, we'll take a guess. The Reavers' nemesis from Iowa Central. Here's IWTV student Joel, I want to learn, Divic.
Laura Cook.
The Reavers and Triton split their two meetings during the regular season. First half, Iowa Central's Lucero Rabayo shot is caught by IW keeper Haley Johnson. Later in the first, the Triton's Bailey Roche breaks through, but Johnson makes two point-blank saves. The sophomore with 13 stops on the day, scoreless at the half. Second half, Iowa Central scores the first goal in the 51st minute. Iowa Western, with 4 shots overall, gets one more chance. Justine Burningham's free kick is caught by the keeper, and the Tritons stun the Reavers 1-0.
They're a pleasure to work with, so yeah, anytime I can work with some great players, but some great individuals too. They're great personalities, so that's something that we can look forward to. But again, we're looking forward to get back into the national tournament, so it hurts that we're not going this year.
Iowa Western finishes another impressive season at 16-3-2. The Reavers will not be going to the national tournament for the first time since 2010. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Joel Divic.
Thanks, Joel. Hey, wrestle with this. A new season's about to hit the mat. They hit the floor at St. Albert after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
If you store your guns properly.
So not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories. Or scary news reports.
I won't have to hold someone's hand and shout you're gonna make it.
And I won't have to tell my kids, this isn't a drill.
Please.
Please.
Please. Please.
Please.
Do it for us.
For us. Do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. If you own a firearm and are not using it, please be responsible and be sure that it's stored in a safe place. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. Another season to remember at St. Albert as the Saints looking to get back to state. And they could have the team to do it. But as we all know, it's never easy. In short, it depends on which team shows up on any particular night. Here's IWTV student Drake Never Quits Curry.
15th ranked St. Albert sets it up with Underwood in its first match of the postseason. First set, Grace Wetgill starts the game with 3 out of her 4 aces, 3-0 Saints. After giving one to the Eagles, the home team goes on a 4-0 run, Sydney McLaren with one of her 2 blocks as they takes a 7-1 lead. Underwood makes it interesting late, but Grace Wetgill kills it. The home team closes out the set 25-19. The Saints struggle early second set. This block puts the away team up 11-5. However, St. Albert finds itself, goes on a 6-0 run to tie the game at 12. Little later, McLaren spikes it down. The Eagles can't handle it. The home team takes the second set 25-22. St. Albert trying to sweep Underwood. Late third set. Beacom with the kill. 17-12 Saints. St. Albert would be too much. Beacom with her 12th kill ends the match 25-22.
We just had to focus one ball at a time and just make sure that we took care of the things on our side of the net, not getting too wrapped up on what was going on over here, but trying to really control the things that we could control.
St. Albert moves on in Class 2A district play. We'll play Trainer at home on Friday. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Drake Curry.
Grace Wettengale and the Saints meet and greet the Cardinals for the 4th time this season. First set, all St. Albert. Paige Beacom slides over for the kill, and the home team jumps out 11-4. Now Sydney McLaren leads the way. One of her 13 Ks. Saints take it 25-19. Head coach Angie Lance looking to take her team back to state for the 4th time in 5 years. Second set, same as the first. Beacom above the net. St. Albert quick start up 10-4. The visitors here just out of sync. The Saints win it 25-21. Third set, you guessed it, back and forth. Trainer finds the open floor, 17-9 Cardinals. But the home team storms back. Paige Beacom, the senior, with 10 kills. And it's 20 all. Tied at 22. St. Albert then rips off 3 in a row. And the Saints shuffle the cards for the 4th time this year, taking the second match 25-22.
We just decided that we weren't going to get rattled. You know, the score didn't mean anything, and I told them to stop looking at the score, just worry about playing one ball at a time and see what happens. It hurt a lot last year, losing semifinals at Trainer last year. after being at state the previous 3 years beforehand. And we've got a lot of new faces this year that haven't had that state tournament experience, and they're hungry. They want it.
St. Albert travels to Trainer Wednesday night, November 4th. The Saints serve it up with Tri-Center. Winner off the stage. And then there's Lewis Central. The Titans, over 30 wins, ranked in the top 10 most of the season. State or bust, or maybe not that extreme, but that's the way I see it. For more, here's IDUB TV student Brandon Happy Taverdi.
Get your popcorn ready because it's playoff time. It's LC versus ADM. First set, tied 4-all. Sophomore Megan Holt jumps up and spikes the ball for the kill. Then the sophomore Catherine Poor with the spike. Titans win set 1, 25-15. Students clapped with satisfaction. LC only one loss at home. Second set, Madison Polson comes up big with 10 Ks on the night. Emily Albertson, the senior, with one of her 9 kills. And Lewis Central wins a close one, 25-21. Coach Mike Bond trying to earn the Titans' 31st victory of the year. Set 3, guess who? Madison Polson with the kill. LC up early, 5-1. Catherine Port jumps up and denies the visitors. The home team with 7 blocks. Madison Polson with another kill. The Titans win the set and match, 25-13.
Our goal has been state this whole year, so pushing ourselves as hard as we can in every game gets us to where we need to be. So that's pushing through all 3 sets is what gets us there.
Lewis Central is off to the regional final. The Titans take on Norwalk November 4th at Atlantic. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Brandon Taverdi.
Thanks, Brandon. And then there's Iowa Western, and it's almost time. The Reba roller coaster. One more hill to climb before the real fun begins. For more, here's IDUB TV student Tyson Smooth Sullivan.
Big Blue goes pink on sophomore night as Iowa Western recognizes breast cancer awareness. The Reavers host number 8 Johnson County. Early in the first set, Larissa Ficosi sets up Eva Deek for one of her 8 kills, giving the Reavers an early lead. Again, the Ficosi to Deek connection, point Reavers. But it's not enough. As IDUB drops the first set 25-23, the home team looking to flip things around. Second set, check out this kill by Gabby Strazzeri, led IDUB with 14 on the night. The Reavers also had 11 blocks as Iowa Western takes the second set 25-20. Third set, home team in control, taking it 25-17 and back on the winning track. Fourth set, Reavers come out swinging and take the lead. Later in the match, Big Blue down 1 until Lauren Salnero splits 2 Lady Cavaliers to tie the game. Big Blue would total 45 kills on the night. The Reavers would take set and match 25-22. Iowa Western ends the regular season perfect at home. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Tyson Sullivan.
Thanks, Tyson. Up next, our Play of the Week gets tougher every show. Showing off with the home crowd on the other side.
The Mid-America Center is the Heartland's premier entertainment and convention center. September 27th, Papa Roach and headliner Five Finger Death Punch rock Council Bluffs. Then rock opera takes the stage with the return of TSO November 18th. Over at the Convention Center, over 200 exhibitors are on hand at the Callahan Craft Show. And October 18th, vendors aspire to inspire at the Wedding Essentials Idea Show. Remember, the MAC offers free parking for all events. Tickets, information, and more at midamericacenter.com.
That's low. That's low and below. Look, he's blushing. Seriously.
From Council Bluffs run their guts out and make the grade. Now for their next test, the big one. That's right, the Class 4A state meet in Fort Dodge, and against the best from the whole kit and caboodle. And the survey says, on the girls' side, the Titans' Kai Matson finishes in 66th place. The Titan senior covers the 3.1-mile course in a time of 19 minutes 59 seconds. TJ's McGuire Midkiff is the top finisher on the boys' side. The junior covers the course in 16:37. Teammate John Dalheimer is close behind in 45th, and Brendan O'Brien from Lewis Central crosses the line in 88th place. I've said it once, I'll say it again. High school cross-country runners, the unsung heroes of the fall sports season. Now to a bunch who does a lot of running as well. And in some ways, they're the unsung heroes of the winter sports season. Truly a special breed. Here's IDUB TV student Crystal on her game, Herco.
Reaver wrestling fans get their first look at the 2015-16 team. Iowa Western holds its second annual Wrestle-Offs. 149 sophomore Oscar Ramirez takes on Keon Mayo with a takedown and a swift 2 back points. The top-ranked Ramirez wins by fall. Moving into the 197-pound weight class, All-American Luke Nones takes down Reaver freshman and former Titan Chris Thomas. Nones wins by major decision.
Thought it went pretty well. We have a long ways to go, but we showed some progression from where we started till now. And, I thought the guys competed well under the new rules and everything, so it was a good starting point.
We got a lot of good guys and a great lineup. Just got to fill the gaps where we need them, and once we do that, we'll be dominant. A lot more of it is mental, and just when you get down to it, it's all about the type of character you have when you walk out on the mat.
I'm one of those guys that I believe that I wrestle my match, and either lose or win, I don't care how I do how my season goes. I guess how I end like my national tournament. That's what I could look for. That's what I work for every year.
The Reavers are ranked 10th in the NJCAA preseason poll. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Crystal Herco.
Now it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by the Univista University. The Reavers trail Fort Scott 7-0 second quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 42. Zach Martin hits Taj Williams, and the All-American burns it in for a 58-yard score. Iowa Western storms the fort 43-14. Zach Martin, Taj Williams with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by the Univista University. Call 712-749-1990 to register today. And that's the name of that tune. As the hits just keep on coming. Yeah, we just keep cranking them out here on the BSZ. Why not just call us Hitsville, USA? Now remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Zach Harper Blunt. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.